Hey, what's up guys, my name's Switcher T-Scored, and today I'm bringing you guys seriously one of my best gameplays ever. It's an M4A1 double MOAB playing 6v6 domination on the map Arkaden, and I was totally solo in this game. I didn't have anybody who I knew in this lobby, I didn't have any friends and stuff like that. I was just playing on my own, and I managed to get a double MOAB with the M4A1 in 6v6, so I just thought it was a really nice gameplay. And what's really cool is I believe this is my first ever double MOAB with a gun besides the ACR, the MP7, and the L86. So it's kind of like my first double MOAB with like a different gun, and I thought that was something really awesome. And honestly guys, this gameplay is really cool, so I'll just explain really quick. I got this first MOAB here, and it took me about 3.5 minutes or so, and then at the end of the game, I thought the game was almost over for sure. Like, the other team had 150 domination points, and then my team had about 100 points, so I thought there was probably only about 3 minutes left in the game. And usually at the very end of a game, if I've just died off a MOAB or if I already got one or something, usually at the end of the game I can't really get a whole streak together and manage to pull off another MOAB. But somehow in this game, I just got like one of the best comebacks ever. My team was down like 190 to 140 or something, and then we captured all 3 flags, and we managed to just triple cap them for like 2 minutes, and we ended up losing the game like at the very end. But it was a really cool comeback, and if we hadn't triple capped them at the end, I would have lost for sure, and I wouldn't have been able to get my double MOAB. So you guys will see I get the final kill of the second MOAB streak when there's literally like 3 seconds left in the game. So it's like, I think it's like the first ever insanely clutch double MOAB that I've had. And honestly guys, I really hope you enjoyed this gameplay. I was just trying to use the M4A1 and go for one MOAB. I hadn't used this gun in a really long time, and so I made a class with the M4A1, and I was able to get this first MOAB, and I was actually trying to go for a gun streak, except for I died like after maybe like a 27 gun streak. And I really didn't think there was enough time left in the game, and somehow I managed to get this insane double MOAB. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay. My class setup was the M4A1 with silencer and extended mags. Then I had scavenger, hardline, and marksman. And my specialist setup was stalker, sleight of hand, and quick draw. So hopefully you guys enjoy this M4A1 double MOAB. For the time I have left, which is about like 4 minutes, I made a list here of like what my favorite feature is in all the Call of Duty games. So I made a list here from Call of Duty 4 up through Advanced Warfare, so that's about 7 or 8 games. And I wrote down what I think is just kind of my favorite thing from each game, and I'm just going to tell you guys what I believe is the best feature in all the games. So for COD 4, I don't really have that much playtime on COD 4. I've probably only played about 20 hours on the game, and that's because I bought COD 4 like after I already had MW2, Black Ops 1, MW3. I already had like all of those games, and I just bought COD 4 to try out the game and just kind of see what it was like. So I don't really have that much playtime, but I would say my favorite feature in COD 4 is probably just the fact that it's really simplistic and it's really basic. There's just the 3 standard kill streaks, the UAV, the helicopter, and the artillery, and there's only a few guns you can use, and it's just a really simple game, and it's really easy for anybody to understand, and I really like that about the game. And once again, I just wanted to mention, when I first started this streak, the other team already had like 180 points, so it was really insane. I didn't think there was enough time left, but my favorite feature in World at War is probably the tanks. And it's just a really small thing in the game, but because it was a war style game, I really like the fact that there was tanks on a couple of the maps. I always got like a lot of kills in those. There was a couple of games where I would go like 25-0 just using the tanks. So I just think that was something pretty cool that was in World at War, and it wasn't in any of the other games. For MW2, my favorite feature was the tactical nuke. I've only ever gotten 2 of them because I don't really play MW2, but I love the nuke because if you just get a 25 kill streak pretty much, you call it in and it totally ends the game. And it's the only Call of Duty game to have a kill streak that can literally just end the game. And I think it's really cool that if your team is down 190 to like 30, if you can drop a nuke, you can call it in and just win the game for your team. I think that's really cool. For Black Ops 1, my favorite feature is probably the Blackbird, because it shows you where enemies are at in real time. It's kind of an advanced UAV, but it shows you the direction they're moving in, and it's a solid arrow instead of like a flashing one. And it was the first game to have that Blackbird feature. It's kind of like the VSAT and stuff like that, so I think the Blackbird was really cool. For MW3, obviously, hands down, the MOAB was the best feature in the game. It's probably the best feature in any Call of Duty game ever, to be honest. The MOAB was such a good idea, and it's the best thing in MW3. For Black Ops 2, I would say probably the camos are the best feature in the game. Black Ops 2 is where they first started to make a ton of DLC camos, and they had a lot of ones that were really cool, like a Dragon camo, the Paladin camo, the flashing Pack-a-Punch camo, Afterlife camo is actually the flashing one, but there were so many cool camos for your guns in Black Ops 2, and that was just something that you could buy, and I just think it made the game a lot more fun. To try to get these cool camos and stuff like that. For Call of Duty Ghosts, my favorite thing is the fact that there was 35 perks. It was the first game to really have a lot of perks instead of just like, 15 perks and stuff. So the 35 perks in Ghosts, I think that was probably the coolest feature in that game. And lastly, guys, for Advanced Warfare, the best feature in that game is definitely the boost jump. For those of you guys who haven't played Advanced Warfare yet, the boost jump adds like a new dimension to the game. You can jump on buildings, you can kind of fly around with a jetpack, and I think it just makes the game really, really fun. If you guys have been watching this gameplay closely, just notice right now it's 198 to like 170, and I was just rushing hard, because if they captured one more flag, the game was going to end for sure. I think this might be one of my best gameplays ever, so I really hope you guys enjoy it. And once again, I just want to say the best feature in Advanced Warfare was the boost jump, because it just makes the game really, really fun, and it adds like a new thing that's never been in any game before. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this M4A1 double MOAB. Peace out, guys.